It is giveaway time at futtrading.co.uk. Dan and I want to say thank you to you guys for an insane start to 2021. So a lucky site subscriber is going to win the rest of FIFA 21 completely and utterly free. If you debated trying us up till now, now's your chance to get involved. If you're already using us, we want to say thank you to you guys. So yeah, enjoy it. Hopefully one of you guys will enjoy trading on FIFA 21 for free for the rest of the game. Just so you know, £10 a month gets you access to buying prices for icons, specials and silvers, as well as Thursday flips. And £15 per month gets you access to the live filters area and the gold chem style area, with 2 new additions in the pipeline for you guys too. Way better value than any FIFA points you will ever open. Way better value than most trading services. So what are you waiting for? Get involved. Check out futtrading.co.uk. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, make sure you do subscribe down below. As I record this, it's just before, well, it's the evening of the day the video goes live, basically, 7:45. We are less than 100 subscribers away from 20,000 subscribers on the channel. So if you're new around here, subscribe down below. 3 videos a day. The morning upload is League SBC Method to Glory. Anyone that wants to tell me it doesn't work this year now, it does. Basically, I've packed 4 Team of the Years throughout this whole promo, just grinding out packs via doing it that way. It's been brilliant. I've loved it. So check that out. The evening upload at the moment is trading from scratch on a brand new account. That account is being given away to one of you guys once we are finished with it. Just got straight given to you guys. So make sure you check that out. You've got to be subscribed to win. And then the midnight content. This content is a mixture of either pack content, my thoughts on the game, or in this case today, it is basically going to be trading tips and really simplistic trading tips. So if any of you watched last night's video, you will know that I told you to invest in fodder with the SBCs, for the first SBC, sorry, with Squad Battle Rewards, and it paid off handsomely for anyone that followed my advice. Higuain right now is 3,500 coins, Oscar's 4,000 coins, because EA released 83 plus for the attacker, midfielders and defenders for everyone, so it spikes. So if you listen to my advice then, you've made a huge amount of coins, an absolutely massive amount of coins, and it's why we've now put the fodder area into Discord and the website, so we can give you guys basically the knowledge to ping you when fodder is very low. You go and buy it, you hold it and sell when an SBC comes out that causes it to spike. Some of the guys on Discord today have made 1.5 million coins from it, just from the fodder they bought into, which is nuts. But Team of the Year has come to an end now, so what do we need to think about with our clubs? Now, the first thing I'm going to say to you is if you have fodder in your club right now you are not using, sell it. Let it go. Because it's going to drop off in price once this promo ends and there's no SBC that anyone really cares about. So sell your fodder while it's at a high, make your profit and get out of it. But now what we've got to start thinking about is what is to come. And it looks like we're getting Future Stars or Winter Refresh. Whatever they decide to brand it as, Winter Refresh, whatever they're calling it this year. I feel like that's next in Future Stars, but we don't really know yet. Now, I want to talk to you about a few things you can do, very simplistic things you can do to make coins easily that you don't even need to worry about in long term. So those of you that watch my silver investment videos for Bundesliga and La Liga and listen to me when I said to you, leave those players in your club, forget they exist, wait for them to rise, have made an absolute bank during Team of the Year because West Brom players are extinct, Leeds players are extinct, Cadiz players are extinct, some Huesca are extinct. If you bought those cars at 1k, 1.5k like I told you, you were looking at something between 8 to 15,000 coins profit per card. And I'm going to repeat that for you again now. Once this promo ends, we're going to get lots of supply of silver cards because EA have intentionally not given us supply for this promo so people can't grind League SBC. What happens now is EA are about to give us lots of supply of silver again on marquee matchups and the demand won't quite be there like it was during Team of the Year. You now know that during promos, the likes of Leeds, West Brom, Bielefeld, Huesca, Cadiz, all those players spike like crazy in price. It means now you know that when it comes to silver supply, you can buy into those cards relatively simplistically. So if I go to transfer market right now and we look at West Brom, yeah? It's as simple as this. Premier League, West Brom, and I go silver, and I go defender, none. Midfielder, no central midfielders. It's all going to be left midfielders, no centre midfielders at all. And if I go strikers, you now know that's what they do during a relatively hype promo. But now that everyone knows it's a thing now, and now League SBC has become such a big thing. I mean, I've been talking about it all year, but people tried to say it was terrible, but obviously I've been proved right. Now people know it's a thing. These cards are going to be hella expensive for most of FIFA now. So if you come across heavy supply of them during marquee matchups and things like that, buy them. Get them bought into, hold them, and then sell them during promos. It's relatively simplistic. And you can do that with all of these guys. Those of you that are either premium members on the channel or website subscribers, you have all these prices and we do it every week. Every Thursday we mass invest, so make sure you check those streams out. But there is something you can do with silvers that requires no market knowledge right now, and it's something you can do to prepare for future SBCs. There was an SBC that came out during this promo, I don't know if it's still there, but I think it is, for a small rare gold pack, if I'm not mistaken. This one here. I started doing it on stream and I got bored of it because it was annoying me. This SBC is your perfect SBC to make a massive amount of profit from silvers. So leagues max 3, players from the same league max 2, players from one club max 2. Silver players minimum 10, rare players 11. So you need 10 silver players in this SBC that are rare. So when this promo dies off, and from tonight onwards really, you can start doing this. Start to buy into one of every nation. So let's say all the major nations, Portugal, Netherlands, France, England. Buy one of each of those cards on bid. Just go and get silver rare up as your filter. So let's go transfers. And we go transfer market. And you can go silver rare, England. Where are we at the moment? So 250 here basically, right? Go and buy these on bid. And stick them in your club and forget they exist. And you'll thank me later on. Because when an SBC like that comes out, these players boom. Every single time it happens, these players go crazy. Absolutely crazy. And it's a really easy way to make coins. Some of the cards that I told the boys in Discord to invest into, and just said buy, like, load them up. Put one in your club, leave them sitting chilling there. They went from like 300 coins that buys to 2,500 coin buys when that SBC dropped. And it's a relatively simplistic way. You guys haven't got to think any stress or any thought about it. Let me just go and spend 50k, put a load of these into my club, wait for an SBC to come out that requires them, bang, sell them on. The same can be done with bronze rares. It's relatively simplistic. And then all you're doing is waiting for it. All you've got to do is keep an eye on the transfer market and see, okay, cool, what's going on with this card? And what I do is when I've got silver rares in my club, once a day, I go to my transfers, my transfer list here. Sorry if you had the door closed downstairs there. And I literally will go quality, silver, and any silvers that I've got here, I just go and check them. And I compare price. Now these ones I packed today from that pack opening for League SBC, but I go and check them. Now as a standard way, you can mass bid and flip these cards on straight away. But 850 for this Tekken, for example, I can go and sell him for 700. But in the same standard way you flip them on, this time you just hold. If you want to flip them on for instant profit, do it. But also, some of these silver cards spike like crazy at certain points in the game. Now I want to show you the Cologne right back that is Dutch. So silver rare, Netherlands, League, Bundesliga, Cologne. So this guy here, whenever Silver Stars comes out of a brand new Silver Stars guy, this is Ezebue, that's pronounced it. Sorry if you're Dutch, I'm sorry. But he spikes. Because he's pacey and he's silver and he goes very high very quickly. It's another one of those cards. You can buy a few of him on bid at some point, stick him in your club, leave forget they exist or whatever, stick him in a transfer pile, and trust me, especially on Thursdays, I've seen this guy get down to 2k on a Thursday with marquee matchups. I've seen him get down as low as 2k, and literally half a day later, he's back up to 5-6k again. And these are the sort of ones you can do. So if you can go into a foot bin and you can start searching for these cards that are silver rare from the major nations and major leagues, and are pacey or relatively good defensively, you can make a lot of coins from them. Another one is Juan Jesus from Roma. He fluctuates like crazy. But if I show you him, when Silver Stars comes out, which comes out relatively often, don't know what he's at the moment. This guy here, when Silver Stars comes out, this card goes crazy. 73 play, 76 defending, 74 physical. He always climbs. I always watch him spike. And then he comes back down again in price and whatnot. But for me, I go, okay, cool, normally I'll go and get a few of him on bid and stick in my transfer pile before the Silver Stars objective is released each week. He's an easy profit maker without fail. And again, it requires no real market knowledge just to know you're buying him under what he currently sells for. It's not rocket science, it's not hard work, it's simplistic AF. It's really simplistic AF. And that leads me on to my next point. So we're talking about ones we stock in our club and we'll even sat there for when the SBC comes out. You've got to be alert to it. But again, if you see a pattern emerging, for example, you see silver rare Brazilian centre-backs that are expensive, have a little look. And just go through and see. So you've got one there in Wallace, who is 600 coins. There's a filter there right for you now, that you know these all sell for minimum 700 coins. You can go and mass bid on all these. You know they hold a minimum value, so you can flick your filter around, and you can literally go and mass bid on every single one of these Brazilian centre-backs, knowing full well that you're not going to make a loss on any of these cards because you know they're selling for a minimum of about 700 coins. And I promise you now, they will sell. And as you get a sort of knowledge of the market, a knowledge of how the silver market works, and why the demand is there, and how the demand is there, and it usually always for silvers, either one of League SBCs or an SBC on the game, or Silver Stars. Once that starts to happen, you start to build up. And the moment that the big silver stars hits and it's a good player, you go and buy those on mass, sell them on very quickly for very quick profit. Or when silver stars drops, you've got them in your club already, and you go and write them, sell those on. And it's about doing more with trading. Rather than just trading and going, right, this is what I'm doing for trading. It's okay, cool. Here's my 300k. Here's 50k in investments. I leave that sat there. Here's 250k that I'm going to use to instant flip. And I'll flip my silvers and my specials and these. And I'll take some more of that and stick that into another pot. And I'll treat it like a bank account. That goes in there. They sit there, matures, makes money, does whatever it does there. And then this stuff here, I then go and trade with. Suddenly SBC comes out, let me pull my money out of this side. Perfect. I'm now going to invest in all this stuff here and trade on that. Let me take a cut from that back into this again once the market comes down. And I promise you, if you start to learn how to do that, that's when you start to see what I'm doing, what the likes of Flair does, run the foot market, when you start to see your account balance build up quickly because you've got so many fingers in so many different pies. And that's really what you want to be doing. So yesterday I taught you, if you haven't done it yet, check it back out at midnight, about how we invest in fodder and why we invest in fodder. Today is about silver cards and how we invest in them and how we flip them. Tomorrow I want to go over a bit more detail about bronzes for you guys and really start to nail down why bronzes are expensive and why bronzes are good and the bronzes you should be looking at. But what I want to start trying to do now on this channel is really give you guys the knowledge of why we trade and how we trade, not just here's a player, go and buy. Let's start to build the knowledge up a bit by bit to turn you all into actual traders and traders that want to grind out the game and whatnot. Look at the way I've been able to enjoy Team of the Year. I've got 5 mil coins sat on that account just chilling. I've packed Lewandowski, I've packed that Robertson card, I've packed all these cards left, right and centre, and I've spent no FIFA points. And it's because I'm able to place my coins in the best place a lot of the time. I don't always get it right, sometimes we get it wrong. But for you guys, I want to just go beyond just, here's one trading method, go and do it. So it's to more of a, this is why we do this, trade with that. But also put some of those coins of profit make into that, leave that sat there, let it mature, bang, SBC comes out, we sell. Bring it back out again. Here's my fodder investments for later in the week. Perfect. The SBC comes out, bang, sell those. And suddenly this pot you start off with that's like this big, suddenly becomes this big and this big and this big, and it keeps growing and growing and growing to the point where you're like, right, that icon SBC, I'm going to do it. Sorry, I've got 500k spare, let me do it. But that's how you want to look at silvers right now, and I'd look at them right now. For the moment this video goes live until Friday, especially with Thursday supply, start thinking about the cards I just told you about, start thinking about the ways you want to look at these cards, and I promise you it will pay off handsomely. But that's going to be the end of the video. If you are new around here, as always, subscribe down below. We are so close to 20,000 subscribers. Hopefully we'll be celebrating on stream tomorrow. You'll probably see me cry because I'm an emotional guy. But it is what it is. I love you guys. Thank you for everything you've done for me in the last month. For the last year, this channel really been as active as it has been. The grind will never stop. We're going to keep going. But for now, have a good sleep. I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my styling way.